Hey brats, welcome back to the channel, and tonight we are checking out a product that I have used for years on my PSVR. These grips are some of my favorite grips. We're gonna open these up, check these out, show you how to install them because they are absolutely a nightmare to install, and kind of give you my thoughts on these. So let's get into it. All right, so these are the Action Grips 2-pack from R.D.S. Industries. I have bought, I think, like 6 sets of these now. So I had them on my first PSVR that I sold to a friend. I had them on both my PSVRs, and then a couple other random ones that I've sold, given away. I have all had these because that's how much I personally like them. They have changed a couple times. They were, I think when I first bought them, they were $7.99. They went up to $9. Now they're $9.99 sometimes, or $9 depending. So let's open it up. Caught without my unboxing knife. 2 simple silicone grips. Now, there's a lot of reasons that I really like these. They make the controllers feel more substantial, but a big thing, they have a hole for every button on the controller, but what that does is it adds some space to it. Because a lot of times when a noob is playing with these and they're squeezing them, they'll hit the share button, they'll hit the reset button, they'll hit the PlayStation button, because they're just squeezing these trying to play. These give a little bit of barrier and they help prevent that. So let's go over the best way I've found with all my sets to install these. So what I've found, the best thing to do is roll the top half down over itself like this. Now, one thing you can do at this point, you could use just a little bit of Windex in here. Windex is something that we used to use a lot when I used to do decals on cars because the ammonia in it makes it evaporate out really well. It doesn't leave any moisture behind, and it wouldn't hurt anything. It wouldn't be enough to hurt the electronics. But we're just gonna do it dry. I'm gonna show you the easiest and best way without using that. So, like I said, wanna roll this down. You're gonna wanna make sure you're aiming at the right direction. If your strap isn't on, great. If it is, just run your strap through here. And then we're just gonna inch this thing on slowly. And like I said, this part, it's gonna take some time. You just have to work your way down around the edges, but having it rolled in half is gonna save you a lot of trouble in the long run. And they're tough silicone. Don't be too afraid about like ripping them or breaking them. Don't grab it and refond as hard as you can, but when it's rolled in half, you can grab on it, you can pull on it pretty hard and it's not gonna do any damage to it. And then once you start to get down around the bottom, it starts to get easier. Usually this part of the video I would speed it up, but I'm probably gonna leave this at normal time just so you can see how much time it takes when you do this the right way. And these are a brand new set, so these aren't sets I've used that have gotten worn out. These were brand new in the box. All right, and with that, we're already on there. Some minor adjusting after, so you just grab it and kind of turn it. Make sure you line up that Sony logo at the bottom. Gotta show that. Actually, that doesn't really matter, obviously, but what I like about that is when I play Beat Saber with these, I actually hook my thumb there and I hold them down here, and then that way you can really get a good swing going. So look at that, there's one. Same thing. Roll it in half over itself. And now this one, you've seen it once at normal speed. We can go a little faster. And there's our second set installed and on. A little bit of last minute tweaking there just to make everything look right. Now, like I said, I've had multiple sets of these. I cannot say that there is anything that I don't personally like about them. If I had to pick a couple cons, if you have the Collective Minds charger stand, it's a little harder to get it in with these on, where if you have the Powerade or the steering, it still fits in perfectly because these are cut out around the bottom. Unlike other skins, they fit in perfect, but the Collective Minds comes up a little further and kind of locks in, so you have to kind of push these up to get into the Collective Minds. So that's one thing. Another thing, some people are allergic to silicone. It's pretty rare, but some people are. These can irritate their hands, so that's something to keep in mind. And then the last thing, it does block your, it doesn't block the trigger, but it does add some kind of around it adds some more of a layer around it. So that's the only other thing I would say, but they feel so much more substantial in your hands, so much better. You know what? These things, like I said, they're $9. They're totally worth it. Another special thank you to Wish I Had a Cool Name. He's helping me set up my Discord, and I actually sent him a set of these, and he seemed to like them too. So that tells you it's not just my opinion that's I love them, and I actually paid for this set. They didn't send them to me, so I have no motive here in saying it. I just think they make the controllers feel like I feel like they should feel. The moves feel light. They feel unsubstantial. They're slippery. They feel almost kind of cheap. These give them a nice, more expensive feel. They're easy to hold. They help you figure out where the buttons are. They keep you from hitting the wrong buttons. I freaking love these things. So if you want a set, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in another reality.